what we're made of. Watch the revolution come alive. This is our world, this is our time. Can't stop us now. We have arrived. We have arrived. It's all here and right now. Get ready, 'cause the future's on its way. We're about to take it over. So are you ready? Are you ready? This is our world, this is our time. Can't stop us now. We have arrived. 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 Can't stop us now. We have arrived. Can't stop us now. We have arrived. 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 We have arrived.
The devil is reeling, my horns are touching the ceiling. So sick and twisted this feeling, I kinda like that it's killing me. All this weight in my bones, ripping straight through my soul. I'm spinning out of control, spiraling down in a hole. Walls are closing, feeling crazy. See the fire in my eyes, feel it coming, chaos rising. Walking on the wild side. Watch out, watch out. I'm living on the razor's edge. Watch out, watch out. On the razor's edge. Watch out, watch out. Staring down the face of death. Watch out, watch out. On the razor's edge. Swimming in mercury, choke the pressure, it's hard to breathe. Ice inside of my arteries, venom blood is a part of me. Know that I'll never break, I'm not a slave to my fate. Shatter the whole Coliseum and watch me beat off the hate. Walls are closing, feeling crazy. See the fire in my eyes, feel it coming, chaos rising. Walking on the wild side. Watch out, watch out. I'm living on the razor's edge. Watch out, watch out. On the razor's edge. Watch out, watch out. Staring down the face of death. Watch out, watch out. On the
and seek. In this game of hide and seek, you can't catch me. In this game of hide and seek, you can't catch me. You can't catch me. Now I'm pulling all the strings. You can't catch me. In this game of hide and seek, you can't catch me. You can't catch me.
Yeah, let's go. I came in swinging with the bang, you can call it groundbreaking. Every step that I take, you can feel the earth shaking. Tipping the scale, off of the charts, got them shaking. Yeah, this is what you call a legend in the making. Fire inside, oh it's blazing. I'm slaying giants like I'm David. Yeah, that's the power, you can't fake it. This is what you call a legend in the making. I'ma keep on working overtime, fighting battles behind enemy lines. I see the same determination in your eyes. Go ahead and show them it's your moment and your time. Running gun, keeping it going, there ain't no stopping. Taking off into the stratosphere like a rocket. Pick it up, carry the weight, ain't gon' drop it. Never been the type to fit inside of the boxes. Take it to another level, yeah. You know that we never settle. Feel like a renegade, I'm a rebel. Yeah, I'll still be standing when the dust settles. I'm a legend. I'm a legend in the making. I'm a legend. I'm a legend in the making. Unchained, untamed like a lion. That's the energy that's living inside him. Making waves more powerful than Poseidon. I'm coming out of hiding, it's time that I break the silence. So original, you know I'm at the pinnacle, top of my game. Come on and play, let's get physical. Put in the work, what you get out is reciprocal. Can't be quitting when it seems like it's difficult. Whatever trials that I'm facing, every dream is worth chasing.
The start of something new is on the rise. You'll see just what we're made of. Watch the revolution come alive. This is our world, this is our time. Can't stop us now. The start of something new is on the rise. You'll see just what we're made of. Watch the revolution come alive. This is our world, this is our time. We have arrived. 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 Can't stop us now. We have arrived. Can't stop us now. We have arrived. 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 We have arrived.
The devil is reeling, my horns are touching the ceiling. So sick and twisted, this feeling, I kinda like that it's killing me. All this weight in my bones, ripping straight through my soul. I'm spinning out of control, spiraling down in a hole. Walls are closing, feeling crazy. See the fire in my eyes, feel it coming, chaos rising. Walking on the wild side. Watch out, watch out. I'm living on the razor's edge. Watch out, watch out. On the razor's edge. Watch out, watch out. Staring down the face of death. Watch out, watch out. On the razor's edge. Swimming in mercury, choke the pressure, it's hard to breathe. Ice inside of my arteries, venom blood is a part of me. Know that I'll never break, I'm not a slave to my fate. Shatter the whole Colosseum and watch me feed off the hate. Doors are closing, feeling crazy. See the fire in my eyes, feel it coming, chaos rising. Walking on the wild side. Watch out, watch out. I'm living on the razor's edge. Watch out, watch out. On the razor's edge. Watch out, watch out. Staring down the face of death. Watch out.
Just don't look away. Got you right where I want you, so it's where you stay. Merry-go-round, this is child's play. My hands are clean in this little game. Don't take your eyes off me. I'm pulling all the strings. Don't take your eyes off me. I'm pulling all the strings. In this game of hide and seek. Smoking mirrors in this grand charade. The hunter becomes the prey. Don't take your eyes off me. I'm pulling all the strings. Don't take your eyes off me. I'm pulling all the strings. In this game of hide and seek. Hide and in this game of hide and seek, you can't catch me. In this game of hide and seek, you can't catch me. You can't catch me. Now I'm pulling all the strings. You can't catch me. In this game of hide and seek, you can't catch me. You can't catch me.
Yeah, let's go. I came in swinging with the bang, you can call it groundbreaking. Every step that I take, you can feel the earth shaking. Tipping the scale, off of the charts, got them shaking. Yeah, this is what you call a legend in the making. Fire inside, oh it's blazing. I'm slaying giants like I'm David. Yeah, that's the power, you can't fake it. This is what you call a legend in the making. I'ma keep on working overtime, fighting battles behind enemy lines. I see the same determination in your eyes. Go ahead and show them it's your moment and your time. Running gun, keeping it going, there ain't no stopping. Taking off into the stratosphere like a rocket. Pick it up, carry the weight, ain't gon' drop it. Never been the type to fit inside of the boxes. Take it to another level, yeah. You know that we never settle. Feel like a renegade, I'm a rebel. Yeah, I'll still be standing when the dust settles. I'm a legend. I'm a legend in the making. I'm a legend. I'm a legend in the making. Unchained, untamed like a lion. That's the energy that's living inside him. Making waves more powerful than Poseidon. I'm coming out of hiding, it's time that I break the silence. So original, you know I'm at the pinnacle, top of my game. Come on and play, let's get physical. Put in the work, what you get out is reciprocal. Can't be quitting when it seems like it's difficult. Whatever trials that I'm facing, every dream is worth chasing. And you know there's no mistaking, that I'm a legend in the making. I'm a legend. I'm a legend in the making. Yeah, I'm a legend. I'm a legend in the making. Show me that you really got it. Gotta show me. Show me that you really want it. Come on. To be great, you gotta go the farthest. Plant the seeds if you really wanna reap the harvest. Yeah, I'm just getting started. Yeah, said I'm just getting started. Okay, we going places that are uncharted, but no matter where we are, you know I'm on target. I'm a legend. I'm a legend in the making. Yeah, I'm a legend. I'm a legend in the making. Seismic, vibrant. I'm flying highest. That's right. Call it violent, defiance. Yeah, I'm a legend. I'm a legend in the making.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to some Halo Supercross racing. I'm joined by Opixonic, my co-commentator here, with another race of HTSX Next, HT Supercross Next, our amateur series, aimed to help these guys up their racecraft, pick up the speed so they can compete with the fastest racers in Halo. How are we doing today, Opix, as we get ready for the second half of our series?
Well, we're halfway through the season, and it's been a fun one to watch. I'm doing good. We're gonna see if Zaya can keep up his momentum. He broke Jabelston's perfect record through the season last week, and yeah, I don't know what to expect. Looking at this track tonight, it's a pretty unique one. Got some nice motocross elements to it. Got some nice rock sections here. It's going to be a fun race, I think. Apparently, rumor around the paddock is that the finish line jump is going to be a big factor in this race, and we'll see how it plays out, Deacon.
Yep, halfway done with our first inaugural season of HT Supercross Next. 5 more races to go. This is the first race of that second half of the series. Can Jabelston reclaim some of the momentum? Will we see another first-time winner with Kitty, with Venom, with Brendan? Will Zaya keep the momentum going, make it 2 in a row, start his own run in the second half of the championship? We're about to find out tonight here at Redpark Supercross, track created by one of our Supercross champions and longtime community members, Solid. So shout out to Soli for this track here that we fixed up a little bit, created a little bit of alternate lines and alternate sections to make it best suited for our competitive Supercross environment here. When we see you next, it'll be for the lineup of Heat Race number 1. We're getting them in the lobby right now, so we will see you shortly.
I'll be your warrior. Thought I'd be on my way and getting paid $1 million to my name, but here I am now. I pictured confidence, the compliments, the list of my accomplishments didn't work out. The life I thought I'd have by now, I'm nowhere close. It's way too loud up in my head. I can't get out. I try again. I'm stuck somehow. Push and pull. The tension is killing me. Self-imposed. The pressure, the misery. Holding on is holding me back from what I want and what I don't have. I won't get out alive. I'm paralyzed. I'm paralyzed. Caught up in unrealistic expectations, hostage in negotiations, and never winning. How can I fake it till I make it if I'm suffocating, pulses racing, never ending? The life I thought I'd have by now, I'm nowhere close. It's way too loud up in my head. I can't get out. I try again. I'm stuck somehow. Push and pull. The tension is killing me. Self-imposed. The pressure, the misery. Holding on is holding me back from what I want and what I don't have. I won't get out alive. I'm paralyzed. I'm push and pull. The tension is killing me. Yeah, self-imposed pressure, it's misery. Love and war, I've walked the line. I've held my tongue 1,000 times. Sometimes the truth is far from kind. And I feel the heat burning when it all goes up in flames. When it all goes up in flames. When it all goes up in flames. See the fire in my eyes and watch me rise.
Alrighty.
Welcome back, everyone. We're lined up here for the first heat race of the evening here at Redpark Supercross. A very unique track here for round number 6. Got this crazy, almost outdoor national tile scrub hill made out of rocks that you see, and then we dip down below the base of Forge Island here before coming back up to that fast-paced section with some rollers and some ruts going on. First gate drop of the night going on here. We got them lined up. We got 8 racers in this heat race, only taking the top 5 straight into the main event. Gate drop down there. We got a right-hand first sweeper here. Lined up on the very inside was Elite. Looks like he's going to back off. And Spider Case is going to be side-by-side with Elite for that whole shot. Spider grabs it into P1 here. New racer here in HT Supercross. That is Christian up in third there with the Venator armor, almost reminding us of Soda Pop. We got a barrel roll there from Chosen. Somehow keeps it on 4 wheels. Spider still holding down the lead. Doland, newer racer in HT Supercross, has made his way up into second. And Cat to be kidding me, resident podium and race winner contender sitting there in third in the teal armor, Opix.
And he's challenging Dolan for second. He's going to go to the inside, single out, double into this drop down under the base of Forge Island. Still battling with Dolan. Going to be neck and neck going.
Yeah, up the inside, side by side. Made a little bit of contact, stole the speed from Dolan. Kitty, your veteran racer, they're going to go to the inside. I think the inside here is a little bit slower than the outside when it all is said and done, but looks pretty even there with the split lines. Finish line jump, pretty tough on this track. You almost got to double your way into the face of that finish line jump. We got D Mills NY, sitting in the final transfer spot in 5th right now, trying to make a pass on Elite. Going to be side by side. Very interesting, almost GP style chicane here on this track as we get back onto the start straight. Not a direct line. We have some pieces spawning in to make it a little bit interesting. Side by side between Kitty and Dolan still for that P2 spot. Great race from Dolan so far. He goes outside to triple. He's going to be up the inside of the whoops here, still making a challenge on Kitty. Oh, a little 2-wheel there. Elite making a bid for third now on the inside as well. Kitty around the outside looks like he's going to control P2, but Spider up front right now putting in a solid first couple of laps, and he holds down the lead.
Yep, Spider, all he needs to do right now is just run clean laps, and you're chilling as he goes onto the base of Forgeville again. Elite holding on to third, a good run for him. Dolan's still holding on to fourth, a good run for him as well. Darian, you think he'll be a little bit faster than some of these guys, but he's in a good spot right now, holding on to 5th. You got Chosen on the outside looking in. Brendan in 7th, who had a
Elite too long there on the double, and he's going to get passed by Dolan. Dolan back up into 3rd, and now Elite getting challenged for that 4th place spot by D-Mills NY. Chosen just behind this group. D-Mills almost went off the back of the berm right there, back on track. Dolan at Case Supercross triple, so Elite around the outside, and Spider made a mistake as well. So your top 6 all on the line right here with Brendan, who is one of the fastest racers of this group, bringing up 7th. So we're going to have 7 racers bidding for 5 spots here. Up the inside, it was Dolan after an over jump there from Elite. Dolan able to clear the triple there into this whoop section. So this track proving to be very racy so far as Kitty makes his way up into 1st place here, taking the inside of the rhythm section. Unique rhythm right there with some interesting bridge pieces. Spider going to the inside. Elite to the inside, 50-50s on the backside of the rut there, and Chosen now, the other racer in blue, moves up into 5th. Crazy battle here between 7 racers vying for 5 spots to make it straight into the main event. 2 unlucky souls will have to go to the last chance qualifier. Elite trying to make sure that doesn't happen for him right now as he's side by side with Dolan for that last transfer spot into this tricky rut section. Dolan goes down and then in front of Brendan. By Brendan. Unfortunately, Brendan kind of taken off the back of the berm in that situation as well. He can't be happy about that. All that he makes it well known, all that he's asking for is to not be running into people in these races, but it seems inescapable at this point. So now there's quite a bit of a gap between him and Elite in the last transfer spot. Kitty up front has the lead and starting to make a little bit of a gap between him and Spider in 2nd.
And Darian holding on to 3rd, and then we have the 2 blue guys in Chosen and Elite holding down 4th and 5th. Brendan, again, had a rough start, had a big crash at the beginning of this race, put him way back in the order. Now he is in recovery mode, and he's only 1 spot out of it as of right now. Dolan all the way down to 7th after that incident, and Christian, the new racer here, trying this out for the first time in 8th.
I'm really impressed by the racer in blue right there in 4th, Chosen. He is battling D-Mills NY, who already has gotten podium finishes so far in this series through the first half of the season. Chosen right there on the back of the racer in purple, already looking to go up the inside. Actually was going so fast they ran into the back of D-Mills, cuts down on the berm there and takes the inside. So Elite right there, racer out of the UK, going to be up the inside. How do they choose to play this? Both being a little nice to each other. I wonder who's going to clear this finish line jump. Chosen gets it a little bit better there. That finish line jump, like we were saying, one of the harder sections on this track. You got to get enough speed from that berm so that you land the double into the face so you can get all the way over the top of that higher landing. The landing of that finish line jump is a little bit higher than the takeoff, almost a little bit of a step up right there. So D-Mills NY looks like he's challenging Spider for 2nd right now, going to the inside, but Spider's speeding around with that triple line up the inside in the whoops, now splitting the lines again. Everyone being real nice to each other in this heat race. All these top 5 racers are in qualifying position already, so probably not going to send the mail too hard for positions quite yet in this one, as we have 3 minutes plus a lap to go. Spider around the outside maintains his position, so a great fight right now from Spider, putting it to D-Mills NY, not surrendering this position quite yet. Those guys have a little bit of a gap back to Chosen and Elite.
Yeah, they got to be careful not to battle too hard because, again, they have a little bit of a gap, but it's not too much. Brendan isn't really making time. Oh, well,
And
as
he
I
just
say
made
that,
a
he
big
goes
mistake
down.
right there.
He's
I
definitely
think
not going to be making up time like that.
that's going to be something that I'm looking for in this race, is that section that Dolan just went through right there that we saw
Gary
Brendan
just-
make a mistake on.
And D-Mills just completely muscled Spider out of the way in the berm after the start-finish jump. So D-Mills is up to second, Spider down to third.
Yeah, I must say, Spider, definitely a racer that I'm continuing to look at for improvement this season. He's been a racer that pretty much after every round will kind of send me messages, as I guess I'm kind of like the managerial head of like the series, obviously, and he'll send me stuff and be like, hey, like, what am I supposed to do here, or what was this meant to be, or what's the ruling on this? So definitely looking for answers and looking to learn is that racer in third right now in that tan and cyan armor. Spider case has a lot of speed. Supercross is not his forte, probably, and not necessarily a moto guy first and foremost. But he has learned quite a bit and clearly has the pace here in Halo, has the know-how to make it around these Supercross tracks, just trying to figure out the racing side of it. As we see a mistake out of Chosen in fourth place, he's going to surrender the spot. Maybe back to Elite here, same situation as before, and Elite's going to case that finish line again. Elite just being a little too nice right there with his fellow compatriot in blue there. And, Chosen goes down. I think he hit the pole right there, trying to cut to the very inside. So those two still duking it out. Can't fight too much because Brendan, with one more of those mistakes, might be in striking distance. So your top three pretty evenly split right now. Cat to be kidding me in first right now. He sits, I believe, fifth in points as things currently stand. Current fourth in points is Barry Barrows, who I believe we are not going to be seeing in this race. So lots of absences from some of your top contenders so far this season. Kitty's missed a race, Venom's missed a race, Brendan has missed a couple of races, I believe, and now Barry missing a race. And the people that have been showing up consistently, Jab and Zaya, are your two race winners so far. So maybe that consistency and always showing up has something to do with the fact that those guys have had the most success so far.
And I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward to Heat 2 because we're going to see both Jab and Zaya racing against each other in that heat. We'll see who has the advantage.
Yeah, not to mention the Venom fallacy, who we know has had speed all season. There was a mistake out of Spider. That's your third place racer. So third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, 4 racers vying for 3 spots now. Spider and Elite about to start this battle right here. You can see at the bottom left, ending on 9. That's the game type letting us know that these racers will be ending on 9 laps. As you can see, Kitty has about a section between him and newcomer Christian, first time racing here in Halo. He is a moto guy, but a little less experienced on the Halo side of things. So kind of figuring out the physics of the goose, but I have a feeling that he'll be able to make some heavy improvements here in Halo Racing, as he is a motocross guy. So Brendan has made up pretty significant time on Chosen and Elite and Spider. All these guys still trying to figure it out. Brendan has the most to race for right now, currently not in a direct qualifying position, and that's going to give him a very questionable gate selection come main event time, unless he can really make some work here with about a corner and a lap to go.
Yeah, I mean, it's not locked in yet. He's got to get to the main.
Oh, Spider just went to the inside. I'm thinking Spider thinks that this is the last lap, and that is not the case.
No.
So he just lost at least one spot, makes a little bit of a block pass there on Chosen, who's trying to get around him. So Spider, thinking it was the last lap of the race, maybe he saw the white flag in the bottom left and thought that was the checkers, but that's what we get when we get the white flag. Your leader, Cat to be kidding me, just finished going through the whoops, but this is the battle we want to watch right here. The racer in blue, Elite MKB, he holds down fourth. Fourth, fifth.
Elite third,
sorry, I was watching there. So yeah, 4 racers and 3 spots to race for right here. Brendan taking this little bit of a faster line, carrying more momentum into these rollers right here to the inside. Chosen fighting him hard around the outside. Chosen set up on the inside line here. Different ways to take the backside of that little scrub hill there. So Chosen has about 3 corners left to make it straight into the main event. Brendan's going to send it up the inside here, trying to make a little bit of contact. wasn't quite able to make it happen. We saw your leader finishing right there. Cat to be kidding me takes the heat race victory, but we're looking for the final transfer spot. Chosen has one more section to get through right here. Navigates the double-double to the outside. Brendan trying to make one last-ditch effort, but it's not going to happen. So we'll see Brendan in the LCQ, and clearly he is not happy about that, which means I'm going to have to end this game quickly here. So we're going to do that.
Over.
So Cat to be kidding me, D-Mills NY, Elite MKB, Spider Case, and Chosen, your top 5 direct transfers. Brendan, championship contender, I still want to say, I mean, race winner contender for sure. I don't know if anyone's a championship contender besides Jab at this point in the series, but definitely not the race that Brendan in that orange armor was looking for. As we kind of get results here, Opix, tell me what you saw from that heat race.
Well, Brendan, yeah, it had to. That was what I was thinking. We saw Spider just slow up. There's no reason to take the inside there. You need the speed to hit the start-finish line. But yeah, methodical race out of Jake Katz there, getting the win. Spider, a good run here just to hold on to the position for sure. Yeah, I mean, Brendan's got to just, lock in, do better in the LCQ, which you think he'll have the pace to do. But yeah, we're gonna see in Heat 2. I'm excited to see this battle between Jab and Zaya.
Yeah, we're not worried about Brendan's ability to get into the main event. That goes without saying. But it's the fact that the gate position now is going to be really questionable, which subjects you to more of those incidents that we're talking about that he's trying to avoid. So it really is just kind of this vicious cycle. That's why the heat races matter so much in Supercross, which we're going to see in heat race number 2, the battle we've been waiting for, another Jab versus Zaya showdown. The Venom fallacy going to look to mix in there, as well as the rest of our competitors. So we'll see you for the gate drop of heat race number 2.
I'll be your warrior. I'll be I'd be on my way and getting paid $1 million to my name. But here I am now. I picture confidence, the compliments, the list of my accomplishments didn't work out. The life I thought I'd have by now, I'm nowhere close. It's way too loud up in my head. I can't get out. I try again. I'm stuck somehow. Push and pull. The tension is killing me. Self-imposed. The pressure, the misery. Holding on, it's holding me back from what I want and what I don't have. I won't get out alive. I'm paralyzed. I'm paralyzed. Caught up in unrealistic expectations, hostage in negotiations, and never winning. How can I fake it till I make it if I'm suffocating, pulses racing, never ending? The life I thought I'd have by now, I'm nowhere close. It's way too loud up in my head. I can't get out. I try again. I'm stuck somehow. Push and pull. The tension is killing me. Self-imposed. The pressure, the misery. Holding on, it's holding me back from what I want and what I don't have. I won't get out alive. I'm paralyzed. I'm push and pull. The tension is killing me. Yeah, self-imposed pressure, it's misery. Love and war, I've walked the line. I've held my tongue 1,000 times. Sometimes the truth is far from kind. And I feel the heat burning when it all goes up in flames. When it all goes up in flames. When it all goes up in flames. See the fire in my eyes.
A very entertaining heat number 2 lined up. Check out your 3 outside gates to the right of what we're looking at here facing us. We have Jabbleston on the very right, your points leader, winner out of 4 of your 5 races. The one that he did not win last week is the winner right next to him, lined up next to him with the new recon armor. There is Zaya. The Venom Fallacy in the red has shown pace all season. A whole host of other racers trying to get the top 5 spots to make it into the main event. The gate is dropped here. Vulcan. That's not Vulcan. That is a different pink racer. That is Tree Man Glenn. I forgot Vulcan's not here this week. I'm used to him being in the pink. But Tree Man Glenn back into Halo Racing. And he's going to take the whole shot, triple his way into the whoop section here. A little bit squirrely as he seat bounces in there. The Venom Fallacy has worked from an outside starting gate all the way into P2 already. Jabbleston, your points leader, is in last so far in this one. He's got some serious racing to do to get up into a qualifying position and get a good heat race. Right now it is Tree Man Glenn in first. The Venom Fallacy second. D-Pal 1997 is holding off Zaya for third, and Motion 12F holds down the final transfer spot in front of Coop Boop, Jabbleston, and Squeezoo. Zaya was down your race winner last week. I'm not sure if that was his own mistake or if Motion and him got into it. Didn't quite see, but now 5 racers trying to get through this crazy rutted out section right here. Jabbleston real squirrely there to the inside. Notice Jab got some new gear on this week. Battle up front for the lead. Tree Man Glenn is going to go inside after the finish here. Not really a line, but he's going to try to triple it anyway. Cases it, and the Venom Fallacy moves into first. So Glenn's got to realize there that he still needs to go to the berm there to clear the Supercross triple. Can't quite go inside. That's bringing D-Pal with a great race up here to battle for second, and a huge gap back to Coop Boop in fourth as Squeezoo and Jab fight it out for the final transfer spot.
Yeah, as it stands, both Jab and Zaya are not in transfer spots. Jab is now going to technically
Jab with a little bit of an error there. Tried to go for the pass and keep it clean, and he's now going to potentially lose the spot to Zaya, who is creeping up around the outside, doubles his way through there. So Zaya now ready to be the man to fight Squeezoo for that final transfer spot. Squeezoo in the purple armor, already looking to get past Coop Boop here in the white and red. So 4-racer fight for just 2 spots here, as your top 3 has checked out just a little bit on those guys.
And there's no need to be desperate for Zaya and Jab here. They know they
a huge mistake. All 3.
What is...
All 3 of those racers went down. Jab went down as well in the rhythm, but Jab just made up 3 spots for free there. A good racing maneuver from your points leader as he chose to go inside and avoid all that chaos. Is everyone going to clear the finish line here? No, Zaya gets the worst of it. Coop around the outside is still going to hold down the 4th place position, I believe, on Squeezoo. Is that? No, that's 5th. So we're looking at the battle for the final transfer spot as Jab has moved into 4th. So a 3-racer fight, Coop Boop, Squeezoo, and Zaya. Very entertaining fight going on here for the final transfer. All going to go outside here to triple. Zaya up the inside, making a little bit of contact on Squeezoo. Don't have to go super wide for that triple into the whoops, so you can make a little bit of contact. Squeezoo going to choose to go inside. Coop and Zaya doubling from the outside. A little clip there from Zaya, and he's going to clip the second one as well. Coop up the inside. Aggressive maneuver on Squeezoo. That wasn't a dirty move at all. Squeezoo just lost control of the goose a little bit there. So now Zaya and Coop Boop going to battle it out for this final transfer spot here in heat race number 2. Meanwhile, up front, it's the Venom Fallacy still holding off Tree Man Glenn, who is putting in a great ride right now quietly in second. Same from D-Pal in third. So some unfamiliar faces up here in the transfer spots. Maybe not what we would have expected, as Coop going outside there, kind of pushing Zaya to the edge of the track. This is still the battle for the final transfer. Coop cases a little bit. Zaya cases even more. Almost into the next section of track. He pulls back on, and that's going to bring Squeezoo back into it. So can your race 5 winner, Zaya, get back up into the fight for the final transfer spot there with Coop? Your top 4 spread out a little bit right now, Opix.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to Tree Man Glenn, one of the newer racers in this series, holding on to second quite convincingly right now in the seat. And D-Pal, who started out this season, as a newbie, he's running well here in third. Jabbleston holding on to 4th, safe, but not where you expect him to be. But speaking of people you don't expect to see in that position, Zaya out of the transfer spot right now, chasing Coop for that final transfer spot. Coop a little bit of an OJ in the Dragon's pack, but it's all good. Zaya just trying to bide his time. You still have 4 minutes plus.
Just made a big mistake going down into the dip part of the track, and that opens the door wide open for Zaya to move into the final transfer. But this is what I love to see from this series. It's what we love about HT Supercross Next, and the whole idea behind this series. As Tree Man Glenn up in second makes a bit of a mistake in the pink armor there, so D-Pal right on the back of him. But who would have thought?
Zaya just made a mistake and Coop's back in
well, now
fifth.
Squeezu might make a
And
2
they
for 1
both
up
died.
over the
Wes
top.
is now fifth.
Squeezu in the brown just jumps his way right over those guys into the final transfer spot. What a battle here, and another
Zaya
mistake
does-
from Zaya. We could be
my
seeing Zaya
goodness.
and Brendan both in the LCQ here. What I was saying is we look back up to second and third right here, this battle up in the whoop section, D-Pal up the inside. Who would have thought at race number 6 in the heat race that we would be saying Treeman Glenn and D-Pal are holding off Jabbleston for a top 3 position in a heat race. D-Pal just went down though. He went 50-50 over the rut. Got to get back on the goose quickly there. Oh, and kind of pushed over the back, so just lost a ton of time right there. But still a great heat race so far from D-Pal, even with that mistake. But what I love about this series is just seeing guys pick up a little bit more confidence, pick up the pace, and show that, hey, I'm not out of this. I'm not just going to roll over for these guys that have more of a legendary name in the sport. I can do just what they're doing if I put my mind to it. So love to see that from some of these racers. So the battle for the final transfer spot now is getting really interesting because we have D-Pal and Squeezu in the last 2. I believe, yeah.
Oh,
Squeezu with a mistake right there. Coop cases. Zaya has moved into 6th, I believe that is now. So I think Squeezu still holds down the final transfer, but it's 4 racers for 2 spots right here, and anything can happen with just 2 minutes plus a lap to go. Your leader, the Venom Fallacy, is absolutely checked out on this one.
Yeah, Venom's gone. Treeman Glenn's still holding on to second, quite convincingly. Jabbleston safe in third.
Oh, Zaya up the inside again. And Deep-Pal Case going in. A good maneuver from Squeezu there to go around the outside. He pushes Zaya wide. Are they both going to be able to double here? Got to seat bounce a little bit. Zaya almost with a cross jump right there, but he moves into 5th. Or no, that's going to be 4th now because of Deep-Pal's mistake. Deep-Pal now up the inside is going to split the lanes here. Single double instead of the double that Squeezu's doing. Squeezu's still holding it on. So Squeezu holds down the final transfer right now, but D-Pal and Coop Boop are not out of this thing quite yet. They're still putting on a charge with a minute and a half plus a lap to go, and Zaya's certainly not safe quite yet. All the racers choosing to go outside here. Oh, it's D-Pal with another mistake right there, but makes up for it, jumping long into the corner, takes Coop a little bit wide there. Got to be real patient racing each other on that finish line jump, and we see the result of it. Squeezu with his... That's not the first time we've seen Squeezu rail grind a berm here in HT Supercross Next. Remember that crazy moment in the heat race a couple weeks ago at Black Rock. So 1 minute, we just got the call, 1 minute plus a lap. Up front here, we got Treeman Glenn still holding off Jabbleston. They're going to split the lanes here for that 2nd place position. Zaya's moved up into 4th. Squeezu in 5th. Treeman Glenn around the outside, still holding that position, splitting the lanes 50-50 over the rut, just like we saw from D-Pal. He's going to fall off the goose and lose some serious time. Zaya's going to be up the inside right here. Can Glenn hold the spot? Nope, chooses to go outside, kind of surrender it right there. So a smart move from the racer back in action here. Treeman Glenn racing in that pink and purple armor there. He holds down 4th now as Jabbleston and Zaya have moved into podium positions here in this heat race. So the guys that we expected have made their way up front eventually.
Yeah, it just took a little while for them to get there. It
just took a little bit as Glenn goes down again. Squeezu now up into 4th, and all of a sudden Glenn is right on that bubble with D-Pal and Coop Boop trying to take advantage of it, and he's chasing again right here. So not getting the white flag yet as Coop goes down. That could be his final chance to get in here. Treeman Glenn cases the triple. Pal now up the inside, makes the contact, and this is the battle for the final transfer spot with 2 laps to go.
Oh, God, Glenn was riding so well for so long, but it's been mistake after mistake in the previous lap, and suddenly D-Pal's right on his cheeks. Oh my goodness.
Who can get the run and who can get the Cole Davies run in the whoop section right here. A little bit better from D-Pal. Both choose to go outside. They want to get this double into the rhythm section, hopping all the way table over single, and then 3 rollers that you got to navigate into this. They're jumping long into that berm, both going outside for this scrub hill. Landing on the downside of that. D-Pal got it a little bit better to the inside. Can Glenn still double? He does. Great move right there from the racer in pink, and he holds his position, which is huge because he holds down the final transfer spot right now, about 2 corners before they get the white flag. Your leader, the Venom Fallacy, has already gotten that white flag in front of Jab and Zaya. Squeezu in 4th, but the battle is for the final transfer, and a mistake from Glenn. D-Pal's right there.
And don't
Everyone
count out
making
Coop.
mistakes. Coop is right there too. Coop is going to be the one that clears this finish line the best, I think. Or not. No, Coop makes a mistake after making up time, and no positions are gained or lost out of that. Somehow they all case the finish line, and Treeman Glenn still holds down the final transfer in front of D-Pal.
Venom's coming up to motion here to maybe lap him. It's not really going to matter. Venom just checked out. Jeff second, Zaya third. The battle's for fifth, and it's Treeman Glenn just barely holding on still.
You
Can
have
Deepal
half
get
a
him?
lap if you're Glenn to make it through the heat race. Deepal has made it through the heat race a couple weeks in a row, trying to make that happen again, but he's got one pink man between him and a direct transfer. Can he make up the time? A mistake there from Glenn. Jumped too long on the scrub hill, and now Deepal around the outside, double, but getting to the pole!
Yes,
he
he
does
can.
a
He's
misty
back up on
flip!
the hole.
He does a misty flip off the pole, and he loses 6th place to Coop Boop. Can Glenn hold it on in front of Coop now? Crazy action here on the final lap of heat race number 2. Can Glenn clear the rhythm section? He does. Double into the final corner, and the racer in pink is going to hold on for the final transfer spot. Deepal trying to make a move, but doesn't make it happen. It's going to be Coop in 6th, Deepal in 7th. Don't forget about Motion 12F there. He holds it on for the last position there, and actually he's still going, so we'll have to make sure that we end this one before he finishes that lap. So the Venom Fallacy, Jabbleston, Zaya, Squeezu, and Treeman Glenn, after an insane last lap battle, are your direct transfers into the main event.
Game over.
Oh my god.
Deepal had the move made. I don't know if we're still live. I'm talking like we're live. Deepal had the move made and jumped a little too far to the right. I think he was trying to give Glenn a little bit of space, but we have a pole there because it's real easy to jump. It kind of cut the corner there, so there's a pole to avoid that exact thing. Deepal hits the pole, does a misty flip, loses 2 spots as a result, and unfortunately will be sent to the LCQ. Man, what a crazy end of our heat race number 2 right there. The Venom Fallacy takes the dub, though. We'll have to look and see who had the faster heat race as we get them lined up for the LCQ, which you will see here shortly.
I believe it might have been Heat 1, but we will double check on that, and we will be right back with the LCQ. Oh my god.
I'll be your warrior. I'll be Thought I'd be on my way and getting paid $1 million to my name, but here I am now. I pictured confidence, the compliments, the list of my accomplishments didn't work out. The life I thought I'd have by now, I'm nowhere close. It's way too loud up in my head. I can't get out. I try again. I'm stuck somehow. Push and pull. The tension is killing me. Self-imposed. The pressure, the misery. Holding on is holding me back from what I want and what I don't have. I won't get out alive. I'm paralyzed. I'm paralyzed. Caught up in unrealistic expectations, hostage in negotiations, and never winning. How can I fake it till I make it if I'm suffocating, pulses racing, never ending? The life I thought I'd have by now, I'm nowhere close. It's way too loud up in my head. I can't get out. I try again. I'm stuck somehow. Push and pull. The tension is killing me. Self-imposed. The pressure, the misery. Holding on is holding me back from what I want and what I don't have. I won't get out alive. I'm paralyzed. I'm push and pull. The tension is killing me. Yeah, self-imposed pressure, it's misery.
Welcome back, everybody, to Redpark Supercross, made by Solid. We have an LCQ lined up here, 6 racers, but we're only taking the top 4 finishers to join the rest of your heat. Top 5 from both heats there in the main event. Gate is about to drop here anytime from 5'10 to 5 flat. Taking the top 4 into this one. Gate is down. Brendan, I don't know what just happened with motion there, but Brendan is going to get the whole shot. Maybe. Oh, Deepal made a bid for it, but Brendan ends up getting it there. So fortunately for him, unless something terrible happens, he's not going to have to deal with any crazy traffic. Coop boop over the back of the berm, and Christian was off the side of the track. Still, it looks like a cockroach trying to get the thing back on 4 wheels. Finally makes it happen there off the side of the whoop section. Unfortunately, not the way that you want to start off your first HT Supercross event there in the LCQ. He's going to have some serious racing to do if he wants any chance to make it into the top 4, which right now is held by Brendan, Deepal, Doland, and Motion 12F. But Coop Boop has something to say about that before this one is over, Opix.
Motion 12 having issues with the throttle off the gate. Just
already in
transfer spot. That's the kind of race we've had so far.
That pretty much is Halo Supercross in a nutshell. So Brendan leads him right now. Dolan's casing that finish line jump. Motion's casing that finish line jump. Coop Boop is not casing that finish line jump, so he's going to make up some time right there on 3rd and 4th, and that is the fight he needs to make it up to get into the main event. Coop still making up significant time on Motion, who, remember, was just stuck there in the gate. It's like he got his forgot how to release the clutch or something. Was just absolutely burning up his clutch there, but still in the top 4 position as he hits this triple into the whoops. A little bit of a case right there. That's going to affect his suspension into this whoop section. Look at look at Coop going through that whoop section. Cole Davies, James Stewart style, still making up time in this rhythm section. Motion a little bit all over the place right now. Coop to the inside, not quite able to make it happen yet. Brendan still holds down the lead in front of Deepal and Dolan. Coop to the inside for that final transfer spot. Great move from the racer in white, and he's going to take 4th place, but Motion is still right there going to the inside, trying to show a wheel to Coop right there. Nice line right there from Motion. You don't need all of that berm to get up to the top of the hill. Motion to the inside again right here, showing the wheel. Nice move right there, but chooses to double instead.
It worked.
Both of these guys are casing.
Coop out.
He did the chicken. He did the chicken maneuver. He said, I'm casing, you're casing, and we're all going to have a good time. So Christian still hasn't lost a bunch of time there. Still about 1 section down from this battle for the last transfer spot. But Motion going to the inside there. Aggressive move. Kind of called Coop's bluff and said, hey, I'm going to go to the inside here. I'm going to case. What decision are you going to make? So an aggressive move. Still holds down the final transfer spot. But Coop is right there as we head into the whoop section.
Maybe that was the strategy for Motion. Oh, Coop almost died in the whoops. He's going to die in the whoops.
Loses a ton of time, 4 seconds maybe there, but Motion
just went off the track.
These guys making mistakes all over the place. The nerves are high in this one as they try to make it into the main event. Coop has made it into these main events before. I believe Motion has never made an HT Supercross Next main event, and he's trying to make it for the first time here as we head down into this little dip. Oh, almost hitting the pole. Remember, we saw that from Deepal in the last heat race. Deepal holds down one of our transfer spots right now here in the LCQ. Motion holds down 4th in front of Coop Boop. Here's the rhythm section that we saw last time, and that rutted out section right there. I think of it almost as like a sand section or like crazy braking bumps, catching some of these newer guys out, and Motion loses a ton of time. Coop makes his way up into 4th now and holds the final transfer spot, Opix.
And that all he has to do now is keep it clean, not make too many mistakes, and he's golden. Meanwhile, Brendan, I don't think it's a surprise. He's leading this LCQ by a mile. We got Deepal in 2nd, who's been riding very well, but had some unfortunate incidents that put him into this LCQ. Dolan also riding well in 3rd, and Coop Boop, it took a bit of an adventure to get there, but he's currently in the final transfer spot. Can Motion somehow make up the time? Can Coop keep it clean here? No mistakes, Motion. You might still have a chance with 2 minutes left. Oh, well, never mind.
A mistake in the whoop section, and that might be it for Motion's chances. Now he's actually going to lose a spot. Here's Christian up the inside, so 2 of our newer racers, Christian choosing to roll in the back of the motion. He's off the
no.
track. No, you hate to see that. These guys definitely getting some learning experiences here in some of their first events here in HT Supercross. Christian, this is his first last chance qualifier, actually putting in some solid laps right now, trying to get his bearings about him with this new vehicle. Just installed the game today, so hard to expect a crazy, miraculous racer or race from a guy like that, but honestly putting in some solid laps when he's not making those mistakes. That's really the hard part about Supercross racing here, is avoiding those mistakes. But Brendan avoided the chaos of the first turn, was able to grab that whole shot and get out into the lead. So right now this is just practice for him as he figures out exactly what he wants to do come main event time, which we are a minute and a lap away from. But just as a spectator, as a fan of our Halo Supercross esport here, I love to see what I'm seeing out of DPAL 1997, the Dolan and Coop Boop right here as they hold down the second and third and fourth place positions. All those guys going to be joining us in the main event is what it seems, save for an absolutely insane series of events. But I love to see this from them. You can see the consistency really kind of coming into play here. DPAL learning the mechanics of the Goose. Dolan, we saw him get into the main event last week after DPAL actually, I believe it was DPAL that said he got kind of a migraine and was out of it. We're going to see both of them in the main event. And Coop Boop, who joined us as he goes down on the finish line right there, but he's got a ton of time to play with. Coop joined us in our Replica Jais series. Actually made, I think, his first main event that he participated in, or one of the first ones. Supercross, not his forte when it comes to racing, more of a MotoGP guy, as we've seen from some of our Instagram posts, but learning how Supercross kind of functions, and it's so fun to watch these guys kind of find their own path here in their HT Supercross and their Halo Supercross careers. So your leader, Brendan, is coming up to the white flag right now, is that right, or is he on the white flag?
We are going to 7. No, this will be coming
All right,
up to
we are
flag.
coming up to the white flag. So let's kind of go on board here with Brendan in that orange armor as he navigates the final lap. He's going to double his way on this finish line section here. Go to the outside. You can kind of cut down a little early. You don't need a ton of berm for this Supercross triple, the only Supercross triple on the map, I do believe. Then we got a little GP style chicane, some braking bumps on the inside that these guys have to navigate with the throttle. And then on this first section here, 2 just long tabletops. Kind of reminds us, a couple sections on this track remind us of more of an outdoor motocross style track. Then you got this outside triple line to get a ton of speed into the whoops. I think the popular line here is to go outside in the sweeper and double your way through this rhythm section before navigating these 3 little singles right here, kind of rollers. Again, then you get the scrub hill. I think Brendan's been choosing, to let off a little bit here and then double out. You can triple your way through there. You can try to quad your way all the way over. I probably wouldn't recommend that one. There's the line that we just saw Brendan took that DPAL hit the pole on. Up over this little step up right here. Series of 3 rollers again into these treacherous ruts and rocks right there. Outside to double your way on the final rhythm section right here. And Brendan is going to take the LCQ victory as he doubles into the face of that finish line jump. Clears it. Brendan is your LCQ winner, but a great race from DPAL, keeping him honest right there from the second place position. Looks like Dolan still holds on for third, and Coop Boop there in fourth. Those will be your direct transfers. We're going to wait for Motion and Christian to finish out their laps. Good job from those guys, staying on the lead lap. Again, a little bit newer to our series here. I've noticed already Motion has made a lot of progress. I want to give him a shout out there. I know that he's been working hard to kind of get his bearings with the Mongoose and the mechanics, and definitely a stronger race from this time around. Unfortunately, wasn't quite enough to make it into that main event, but put up a serious fight against some of our regulars. And Christian, for his first race, not too far out of this one either, kind of figuring out the lines, figuring out how to make it happen. Look at that, using some left trigger up over that single. So these guys working hard to eventually make it into our main events for a 20-minute +1 race, but not quite able to do it in this one as Motion rounds that last corner. Opix, as Christian is finishing up here, 2 more sections to go. What do you expect to see come main event time?
Well, I don't know if the inside gate's going to be the option, the best option here. We saw Brendan not take that far inside gate at the start of the LCQ, which ended up being the inside gate because Motion didn't get off the line. But I do wonder what these first gate picks are going to be. And again, for Motion and Christian, they're early on to this. This is why this series exists. You're going to develop your skills over time, and I am very excited to see what Motion and Christian do as they attempt more races. As we have 4 more races left in the season, if they hear this, definitely join in for those last 4 because there's a lot to be learned and they can certainly do it.
Yeah, absolutely. I would say that's the toughest part is just understanding that you're kind of at a disadvantage at first, but being able to hold your wits about you, kind of survive those initial races and just build the experience is so huge. It's very easy to get discouraged because you feel like you're so far down, but I would say to get to a pretty baseline, like mid-level understanding of how to race in this game, it doesn't take a whole lot of time. So I really encourage anyone watching or these guys that are competing that haven't quite made the main events yet to keep on going, and you'd be very surprised what you're able to do with just a little bit more experience. So we will be lining it up for the main event here, a 20-minute plus 1-lap race. We'll see if Zaya can make it 2 in a row or if Jab can get back to his winning ways, or will we have another first-time winner in HTSX next? Let's find out in just a few minutes. Don't start me yet. Don't start me yet. Welcome back, everyone. The gate is about to drop. Here's 14 racers lined up for race number 6 at Redpark Supercross. Looks like the best jump is Zaya on the inside there. Can he grab the whole shot? Everyone, that was, I thought the Venom Fallacy just absolutely yard sailed it, but it turns out he's going to end up third, maybe second as he tries to go around the outside. Venom Fallacy has some crazy lag going on right now, but it is Cat to be kidding me and the Venom Fallacy up front. D-Mill's trying to make a play already for third. We got Jabbleston, Zaya, and Spider Case in the top 6. There's a huge pile up. Glenn got the worst of it right there, but most of your championship contenders already out front right now. The only one that we don't see right now is Brendan, your potential race winners, but your top 6 has a ton of pace right here. Some of your fastest racers in the series. Cat to be kidding me. Won his heat race, was the faster heat race in front of the Venom Fallacy, only by less than a second, and now both of your heat race winners get to duke it out in the main event with D-Mills NY right behind them, and those guys got to be careful because I'm sure they're seeing with the Venom Fallacy what we're seeing as well. D-Mill's already trying to make a play for second.
It is a dangerous time. Tyler is fast, but he is also potentially teleporting.
That is a dangerous man. I would not want to follow that guy. Zaya has made up some time already on this fight. Look at him going to the inside. Just bullies his way past D-Mills NY up into third. D-Mills is not going to like that. I expect a retaliation move here on this next burn from the racer in purple. Not going to let that happen. No, he actually backs out of it, but maybe it was a smart decision. Zaya here already trying to make his way past the Venom Fallacy in second. He's going to go outside. Can he double his way into second place? Jabbleston trying to follow last week's winner.
Yep, Zaya inside.
Here it is, the move up the inside. Venom still challenging it around the outside. He's going to triple. Holds the spot for now, but Zaya around the outside doubles his way into second. D-Mills following him through. Venom Fallacy moves back up into fourth. So Zaya here and Jab trying to work his way around the chaos too. He's now to the inside of the racer in red. So Venom Fallacy on this one lap has gone from second all the way back to fifth. Jab going to the inside in the rhythm section. These guys can't let Kitty get too far away here. He's got some serious speed. Nobody going. Yeah, I think. Oh, D-Mills went down. He cased a little bit right there. So now Venom Fallacy 3 wide over the Supercross triple. Triley's right here. Everyone clearing. Venom gets the worst of it. D-Mills and Jabbleston move their way past. So can Zaya chase down Cat to be kidding me for his second win in a row? Or can Kitty hold it on for his first HTSX Next victory?
Well, Jake and Zaya are absolutely loving what they're seeing right now. This battle for third is just a complete chaos right now. Tyler is still lagging around, so you're sure Darian
D-Mills to the inside. Jab has the preferred line through the rhythm section right here. Can he get to the inside of D-Mills NY? One of his championship competitors, he does. Doesn't take it too far, though, and D-Mills now is going to have the inside in this next section. Takes him to the berm. Smart move from D-Mills NY. Is going to hold down the podium spot, but look at the time that Zaya's already putting on your leader. Cat to be kidding me. Three-way fight there for third, and Jab bogs a little bit right there. He's actually going to lose a spot to Spider Case and Squeezoo, of course, those two right next to each other. Spider sails through the ruts right there. Spider with a huge mistake, had just moved into the 5th place spot and now surrenders multiple positions, and Squeezoo is now going to challenge Jab for P5. But let's keep an eye on the battle for the lead because Cat to be kidding me has Zaya, last week's winner, all over him.
Yep, Zaya trying to jump to the inside. He's not gonna be able to do it. He's gonna follow him through these two tabletops. Zaya had the fastest lap in the heat races. Had a 64.7.
Might already be up the inside right here. Going to the inside. Kitty chose to swing it wide right there. Kitty has the preferred line. He's still going to have the lead at the end of this section right here, but Zaya's already applying the pressure. Kind of cutting to the inside already right there, making sure that Kitty knows his fellow California racer right here, that he is all over the back of him, and we got a duel right here at Redpark for the race victory between Cat to be kidding me and Zaya. Zaya cuts to the inside, was almost two-wheel right there. Kitty holding the speed around the outside, still holding the lead, but this section has been catching people out all day. Zaya navigates it, Kitty navigates it. It was a little sketchy there for the racer in teal, but Kitty's still holding down the lead, leading the most laps that he has so far this season as we head on to lap 5.
That was a two-wheel from Zaya. I don't know how he saved that, but he did, and now the hunt is still on. Jake Cat's barely holding on. Zaya's going to underjump just a little bit, but it's not going to really hurt him too bad. But these two have cleared out.
Oh, here's Zaya to the inside. Can he clear the tabletop right here? Little clip right there. Downsides the second one to the inside. Kitty cuts down, going to be side by side over this triple right here. A better run from Jake, though. The cat to be kidding me holds the lead. Better run through the whoops. Oh, goes inside. Zaya not expecting that, and he gets pushed into the pole right there, but a great defensive maneuver from your race leader right now, cat to be kidding me, and Zaya's going to have to regroup for another charge. D-Mills, NY, the Venom Fallacy, and Jabbleston, your points leader, all still in this one, and quietly Squeezoo from 6th place is making himself a part of this fight as well.
Yeah,
we just had a huge mistake back behind. That was Dolan going over that first 180 berm over there. Caught it out of the corner of my eye, but we'll keep the sights on the battle up front right here. Cat to be kidding me, looking to get his first HT Supercross Next victory. Zaya trying to make it 2 in a row.
All right, so apparently anytime we're saying something good about one of the drivers not at the front, they just die. So we have to just not jinx them. That's what we have to do. Jake's got a bit of a gap here, about 2 seconds over Zaya here, and D-Mills, don't look now, he's not too far behind Zaya. That battle that Jake and Zaya were having, it's allowed to get the rest of the top 5 back in this.
And Brendan might be one of the faster racers on track from the 7th place spot too. Didn't have a good start after his LCQ appearance, but he might have something to say about a top 5 or maybe even a podium by the time that this one is over. The Venom Fallacy just made a mistake right there in the whoop section. I think he's still been lagging a little bit from what I've seen. Hopefully his connection gets figured out there. And Jab now trying to challenge for that 4th place position. I think this is one of the better races we've seen out of D-Mills NY so far this season. He's not letting Kitty and Zaya get too far out in front of him. All these guys now shuffling to the inside. The Venom Fallacy, the only one of your top 5 choosing to go to the berm before this uphill section. Oh, mistake right there from Kitty, and Zaya just went into the back of him. Are they both going to clear the rhythm section right here? Zaya does not. So D-Mills is going to be up the inside. Fortunately, if you case that first jump, the second double is pretty easy. Another mistake from the Venom Fallacy. He already lost the spot to Jab, and Zaya is still trying to hold on in front of D-Mills NY, who gets the block pass right there, makes the contact. Oh, almost goes off the side of him right there. We could see the front end of D-Mills' Mongoose kind of getting a little offset there. He made contact in midair, and that can be dangerous here with Squeezoo into the wall there in the chicane. So Jab has moved up into 4th. Could we see a heroic race from your points leader here to get his 5th victory of the season, or will one of these top 3 make it happen? Time will only tell. D-Mills going to the inside here in the rhythm section. Optics, these top 3 split pretty even.
Yeah, and the question, can Jab make up the gap and still get the win? Yes. Will he? Well, it's going to be up to these 3 to not let that happen. Jake just holding on to the lead, but it has not been a clean race for these guys by any stretch of the imagination. As Zaya's going to be challenging into this rhythm section, Deacon. Here we go.
Yep, here we go. Kitty is preferring to go to the outside there. Oh, Zay, got to be careful. You don't want to make a move too soon in case the rhythm section. He cases a little bit, but like we said, that second double, pretty easy. I don't know if Kitty's going to clear this finish line jump right here. Clips it just a little bit. Now Zaya's all over the back of him. Kitty having to go defensive. D-Mills just made a mistake on that finish line, and Jab moves up into the podium, so you're points leader there up into 3rd. Can he chase down this fight for the lead? Zaya once again to the inside. This is a California versus California duel. Can Zaya make the pass happen this time? He was in this position once before to the inside. Kitty with the cut down again. Can Zaya get enough of the berm this time? He does. And Zaya, the racer who won last week at what was last week's track? I already forgot. Whatever. Asheville back up into the lead now. Can Kitty make a return fight here? Kitty, I will say, has been known to kind of roll over for his competition at times in his Supercross career. And Zaya, as we've seen, is just one of these guys who will continue to put on the pressure and continue to put up the fight. D-Mill's trying to put up a fight on your points leader, Jabbleston, right now. But can Kitty stay close enough to apply the pressure to Zaya and make a pass back? Only time will tell. We're not even halfway through this one yet.
Yeah, I mean,
Jab just went over the back of the berm. A huge mistake from your points leader. Had huge pressure behind him from D-Mills NY, and now he's going to lose 1-2 spots as the Venom Fallacy makes his way around. Jab might case the finish line here as well, able to clear it. So Squeezoo still challenging here for a top 5 position, and he's still in front of Brendan, who has made up a little bit more time on these guys. So your points leader 2 weeks in a row here, where we're seeing a little bit of some chips in the armor, but he's trying to make this pass again on the Venom Fallacy up the inside. Good out to in maneuver from your points leader there up the inside on this corner. Did he get enough of the berm to clear the triple is the question. No, he did not. He's going to go down before the whoops. So Squeezoo, one of your fastest racers on track right now, has made up time on Jab and the Venom Fallacy and has now moved his way into a top 5 position here in our main event here at race number 6. Brendan up the inside of Jab as well. Brendan might be racing with a little bit of extra motivation and anger behind that orange and purple visor there, because he had a horrible heat race and had to go through the LCQ. So around the outside, going to try to get to the inside of your points leader right here again. Can he make the pass happen? Not quite. Backs off to take the outside in the rhythm section. Your leader, Zaya, has not pulled away from Cat to be Kitty the way that he would want to. So Kitty still applying the pressure, trying to get his first race win of the season. They have a little bit of a gap back to D-Mills NY in third.
Yeah, but I mean, again, Zaya and Jake might get into a battle. D-Mills just keep the ship steady. A third place is still going to be a very good result for Darian here. He hasn't had the strongest season that he was hoping for, but this would be a great result for him. But again, Zaya, keep it steady. We talked about how he's one of the fastest riders on track when he doesn't make mistakes, and he's not making mistakes.
Yeah, I'm seeing some serious racing out of Squeezu right now in the purple and blue armor. Had a solid heat race finish and now challenging the Venom Fallacy, one of our fastest racers in the series, for a top 4 position as your leaders still look to duke it out. Jabbleston has to mentally recover from the mistakes that he's made in this main event. We can see the Venom Fallacy is still just kind of like flinging all the way around the track. The lag and the latency there kind of making it hard for these guys to predict what the racer in red is doing. But we definitely want to keep an eye on a few of our duels here in the top 7 positions, as we have the fight for the lead, the fight for third, and then another one behind them with Jab and Brendan.
Yep, I mean, Jab, if you're Jabbleston, you have 2 drop races, as Darian goes into the wall a little bit there. If you're Jabbleston, the urgency isn't quite there. You still have 4 wins on the season. As going into this race, you had a 25-point lead, and with everybody battling each other like this, the lead's not going to go that far down. That being said, the person that is second in points, Zaya, he's going to be making up a ton of points here. It's not quite code red for Jabbleston, obviously.
Oh, he's not guaranteed to make up a ton of points, because a mistake right there from your race leader is bringing Cat to Be Kidding Me right back into this thing. Zaya not with a great line up the hill here too, so Cat to Be Kidding Me is going to make up even more time into the rollers here. Does he go for a pass right away? No, tucks in behind, but serious pressure being applied now from the racer in teal, looking for his first victory of the season. Zaya made a mistake on that scrub hill right there. To your point, Jabbleston had, I believe, was it a 5th place finish last week, and is now sitting outside of the top 5 position. So yeah, you have a comfortable points lead, but if you keep getting finishes like that and Zaya goes on a run here the same way that you did beginning half of the season, nothing is guaranteed.
Nothing is guaranteed, but yeah, I mean, there's not pressure on Jabbleston yet, but after this week, if this holds up, it's going to be a moment of what could have been. Maybe this track just doesn't suit him. I don't know, but Zaya is currently in a really good spot, but he's got to avoid the mistakes. We're talking about how he wasn't making mistakes. He just made one. He got 7.5 minutes left. Keep it steady.
And a racer, a racer like Squeezu is really playing spoiler to the championship fight right now, because Squeezu, I believe his best finish so far has been a 6th at a couple of our races potentially. Now looking for a top 5 position finish for the first time in his Supercross career. And he's not in the battle for the championship, but an extra position between Jab and Zaya could be huge when it comes down to the final tally of our points results. So definitely something we want to keep an eye on. Squeezu's still really putting the pressure on the Venom Fallacy here.
Yeah,
and Brendan has moved in front of Jab as well. So
God,
your points leader has now fallen back to 7th. We see Elite MKB, his best run of the season. Jab just went down again on the finish line. This is some Eli Tomac levels of mental kind of discombobulation here from your points leader after winning all 4 race victories to start off the season, and now back in 7th. This is just not what you can afford when you're leading the points series. I mean, I guess he can afford it. Like we said, you get 2 drop races, so if he can get things put back together for next week, it's almost like it never happened. But we would not expect this from someone who dominated the first 4 weeks of the season, Opix.
Yeah, and again, I mean, it was a 4th place finish last week at Asheville, so it's not necessarily, the best result that week too. So theoretically, if you're Jab, you might want to consider that your 2 drop races at this point. But that puts the pressure on for the Final Four. And Zaya, if he keeps riding like this championship's not over. It's a 25-point lead, but it's going to shrink. And yeah, this fight's not going to be over.
It is definitely not over. The racer in the all-white there, as we've come to know him, rocking that all-white gear. Different helmet this week with the Recon and the purple visor. So Zaya feeling fresh after that victory last week at Asheville, trying to make it 2 in a row right now. He's got about a 1.5 second gap between him and Cat to be kidding me, one of our fastest racers in the series. D-Mills NY showing that he still has what it takes to put together a podium finish right here, but I know that he wants to be a little bit closer to this battle for the lead. But Zaya and Kitty have put in just faster laps, starting to drop the racer in purple just a little bit. And don't look back too far, because the Venom Fallacy and Squeezoo still right there. Brendan in 6th, now with a huge gap back to Jab after he had cased the finish line jump. So Jab has 5 minutes to piece together somewhat of a finish right here. The last 5 minutes of the race are really where the nerves start to kick in, and some of these guys can have their biggest mistakes of the race. Squeezoo's fallen off the back of the Venom Fallacy just a little bit, but still holding down a top 5 position, which is huge for him. And your leader has made a little bit more time up on Kitty, so barring a huge mistake, it could be 2 in a row for Zaya.
Yep, I mean, Zaya just keep it clean, and he's going to have his 2nd win in a row. But don't discount Jake. It's not, I mean, the lead is growing, but it's not by much. And low-key, Darian is not really falling. Yeah, it's like 3 seconds out. Darian's not really falling too far behind. Wes holding on to a top 5 right now. Huge for him, but Brendan making a hell of a comeback drive after what was a nightmare start to this event. To get out of here with a top 5 for Brendan would be quite the show and the rebound in this main event.
Yeah, absolutely. Lap traffic will come into play here slightly for your leaders. See a little mistake from Treeman Glenn. He currently sits in 13th right in front of Dolan. So those guys kind of figuring out the track still and making sure that they can get the solid laps and the solid experience, excuse me. Meanwhile, the battle for the lead still within about 2 seconds here. And if some of these guys aren't careful with their line selection, you never know when they could accidentally take out a leader. So Zaya, Cat to be kidding me, D-Mills NY, your podium top 3 right now. Got to be careful as they start to move past lap racers, which was about to happen about a lap and a half.
I'm just watching this battle. I'm just watching the POVs that Jeff and Pancake are providing here. What do we got a battle here between
main battle on track right now is between Elite and Spider, and that's a pretty significant one because those guys are behind Jab. So Jab sitting in 7th. Yeah. So this would be the battle for the top 8 right now. That would be Elite's best finish of the season, I believe, if he can hold on. Spider has already had a top 8 finish from what I can remember. Checking in with your leaders, Zaya is still holding a solid 3-second gap, or maybe even a little bit bigger now over Cat to be kidding me. He has extended it even more. The confidence from last week's winner bleeding into next week's track right here. And Zaya has about 2.5 minutes plus 1 lap to go. Going to be contending with a bit of lap traffic, but these guys still spread out a little bit, so shouldn't be too crazy. Just as I say that, Dolan and Treeman Glenn getting a little bit close to each other for that 13th place position.
Zaya is going to be coming up on these quickly.
Yeah, I do want to shout out like all of our competitors here, even some of our newer racers here with Glenn and Dolan. We got Coop Boop, we got Chosen Deepal with a great race right now. Definitely his best race of the season, beating quite a few guys here. Yet. Exactly, just what I was going to say. No one has gotten the blue flag yet, even though Dolan and Treeman Glenn are about to get the blue flag from your leaders right here. But with just about 2 minutes plus a lap to go, really solid from all these guys to not go a lap down. I believe this is a sub. Is this a sub 1 minute track? What's the lap time on here? What are we looking at?
Fastest lap
just over a minute, right?
4.7. So
yeah, so just over a minute. Seconds. So a little bit longer than your average Supercross track. So it makes sense that we wouldn't have as much blue flagging, but still really solid from these guys to avoid that. But Zaya is going to have to avoid these guys now, and he's got about a 4-second lead to play with to make that happen. With 1.5 minutes to go, looking for 2 wins in a row. Little case on the finish line there. That's going to make the heart rate tick up by a few right there. We got a battle between Brendan and Squeezoo, and Brendan has moved into the last top 5 position, so Squeezoo have been holding a top 5, challenging the Venom Fallacy for so long. Can he still be right there with Brendan? Yes, he can. Brendan just cased the finish line right there. Somehow saved it. Was so close to going through the front door, side by side here. Brendan and Squeezoo. Squeezoo around the outside now is going to set him up for the inside into the first turn complex right here. And Squeezoo gets that 5th place position back as long as he can clear the second tabletop. Into the corner they go. Squeezoo still holding it right here. Brendan trying to challenge around the outside, and he does it. What a move right there from the racer in orange. called the bluff to the inside now, though. Squeezu's going to be set up with the better line. How are the rhythms going to work out here? Let's find out. About side by side, really even with the splits there. Squeezu doesn't quite send it into the corner, so Brendan, if he can hold it on through this hill section right here, is going to lock down 5th once again. Quietly, the Venom Fallacy is pretty close to D-Mills NY for that final podium spot as well.
Yep. Venom, I don't know if he's having any more lag issues. He's certainly picked up the pace a little bit here. Zaya's lead over Jake, it's probably about the same. Jesus Christ.
Oh, we're seeing some serious lag from the Venom Fallacy right there.
Magic?
Fortunately, no one's right next to him, or else that could be absolute chaos. But Brendan and Squeezu are right next to each other. That's the battle for the top 5. Zaya has gotten around a couple of lappers. Kitty's doing the same thing right now. Next lapper that Zaya has to contend with is Coop Boop.
Brendan two-wheeled.
Oh,
there.
yeah, a
That's
little
full out
mistake.
passing
Squeezu
inside.
going to be up the inside. Little mistake. Squeezu takes it. Not quite as aggressive as... I know, yeah, not quite as aggressive as he could have been right there. So Brendan up the inside again, and Squeezu's going to pay the price for it right there. Going down, jab up the inside now. So Squeezu losing 2 spots on this lap, and that's exactly what happens. That is going to be a learning experience for the racer in Brown there. Could have taken it all the way up the berm there. He had the position. You got to just take advantage of those moments and not sacrifice your own race. Meanwhile, your leader, Zaya, just got the white flag, but he went down on the finish line. Fortunately for him, he had enough of a gap there. If Kitty could have been closer, that could have been chaos on the final lap here. D-Mills goes down on the finish line as well. He's turned all the way around. The Venom Fallacy going up around the outside on the berm and gets pushed into the top block there by D-Mills. I don't even know. I guess, yeah, kind of tough to say what happened right there. Venom chose to go all the way around the outside there, and D-Mills just held his line, so not sure what we'll call that as. Squeezu has made his way back around Jabbleston again, so Jab back into 7th. But we want to watch your leader right here on the final lap, playing it real safe over this scrub hill. Zaya has 2 sections to go before getting his 2nd win in a row in HT Supercross Next, building the momentum, formerly known as Prime, as a Lion, Cali Gamer. Right now he is about to be known as a 2-time winner in HT Supercross Next. 1 rhythm section to go, 1 jump, rounding the final corner. Zaya X, you're a 2-time winner in HT Supercross Next. Cat to be kidding me holds down 2nd. What's going to be the fight for 3rd? D-Mills is going to hold it on for another podium position here in front of the Venom Fallacy. Brendan, after a terrible start, is going to hold on for 5th. Who's going to hold down 6th here? Squeezu holding it on real slow, just turtling his way into the finish line there, which means a 7th place finish for Jabbleston, your points leader. Not what we expected for the man holding the red plate. Gonna watch the rest of your competitors here. Elite and Spider have been going at it all race long. It looks like Spider's gonna come out on top in that one. Elite sending it into the final corner.
Yeah.
But Spider's gonna hold on for an 8th place. Elite in 9th, and D-Pal scrubbing his way through. Looks like he's gonna get his potentially first top 10 here in HT Supercross Next. What a race there out of the Spartan in the gray, the silver, and the purple. Chosen looks like he's going to come across in 11th, and the last racer on the lead lap is Coop Boop. He's going to come across 12th. Your lapped racers in this one looks like it is Doland and Treeman Glenn. So
Brendan's
that
like,
is your
what?
finishing order right here. We see some chats going down. Zaya takes victory for the 2nd week in a row. The racer out of California beats out his fellow Californian, Cat to be kidding me, for the win. Another 2nd place. I believe that's the 3rd 2nd place finish for Cat to be kidding me. Becoming our resident 2nd place finisher, just has to push that little edge further to get a win over these guys. And D-Mills NY back on the podium. We'll be hearing from your top 3 podium finishers the next time you catch us in just a moment.
This is what we came for. The start of something new is on the rise. You'll see just what we're made of. Watch the revolution come alive. This is our world. This is our time. Can't stop us now. We have arrived. We
We're here back at the podium, race number 6 of HTSX Next at Redpark, a track that was easy, hard. I'm not really sure what to make out of what I just watched. We saw a lot of mistakes even from our front runners. We saw some best finishes from some of our newer racers, which tells me there had to have been some kind of a little bit of a streamlined experience on this track. D-Mills, another podium finish for you here with the 3rd place there. Take us through your race and more specifically what you kind of experienced with this track.
Pretty decent start. I knew from the jump as soon as I started practicing this week that people were definitely underestimating the track a little bit. Like we saw in the race, a lot of mistakes out of everybody. But a really, fun, consistent race. I got out to a decent start and was able to maintain 3rd pretty much the entire race. I think I only had a glimpse of 2nd and 1st from like the first 5 or 6 laps or so, but solid ride. Good bounce back race. Glad to be up here for sure.
I don't know if Jake wants to mute, but I'll just say it. Darian for 3, bang! Darian, solid race out of you. I mean, kind of just on an island for however long you were behind Jake and Zaya there for a while. You just need that little bit more pace, and I guess this just wasn't the track, even though it was, a track that you were really solid at. What do you need to do to make up that small gap to potentially get a win in the next 4 races in this HTSX next season?
I just got to get on the track a little bit more. The past 3 weeks or so, I haven't done a ton of practice. I feel like if I did maybe another day's worth of 50 laps on Sunday night, 50 laps Friday night, I could have been, pacing a little bit more towards the win. But, we'll take the 3rd here after the last couple weeks of mediocrity. I'm excited about the bounce back for sure. So yeah, you just got to keep doing laps and keep staying consistent and trying to get on the podium once again.
Yeah, just to address the elephant in the room, I mean, we've been talking all season about the mental side of the game, and I feel like after last week, coming back out, not only getting the podium, but kind of dueling Jab on track for a little bit there, our points leader. He had a mistake trying to get by you. You were able to hold on to 3rd. Is that a bit of a mental victory for you to head into the last 4 races of the season?
Yeah, for sure. This week I tried to change my mindset completely. I think it's been actually all over the place the past couple weeks, but this week in particular, I just decided to have some fun with it. Churn laps for fun, race guys, and that ended up, working out for me great. Just hanging back, having fun, and racing guys.
There it is. Maybe the key all along is the enjoyment of the thing that we do. There's definitely something to be said about that. When you're having fun, Goose, seems like you always end up with a better finish at the end of the day, keeping a positive attitude. So well done. Another podium finish from D-Mills NY. We'll see if you can move up 1 or 2 spots on the podium at next week's race. Thanks, D-Mills.
Thanks, guys.
Brings us to our 2nd place finisher, the first of 2 Californians that we'll be talking to on the podium here. Cat, to be kidding me, you led 7 laps in this one. We're trying to hold off a hard-charging Zaya, who ended up with the fastest lap of the race there, one of 2 racers down in the 104s. Tell me about that experience to try to battle for that lead, and then the mentality of trying to stick with a racer like Zaya, who we know can put in those fast laps.
Yeah, hilariously, the 2 people in the 104s were the only 2 I kind of practiced with. I didn't really see Jab or Darian in practice this week. I did it 15 or so with Tyler the first night the track came out, and he never disappeared from right behind me, so I knew he was fast, but he was, in fact, glitching in and out of the Matrix the whole race, so that might have helped.
We did catch that.
The plan was just to, if I could get in front, I got to stay in front of him because he's way faster than me, so I borderline pushed him into a cylinder, and I bogged on a berm, which made him gaze. Yeah.
Jake, when you're trying to chase Zaya like that, which, by the way, Halo Tracks Track Madness 2026 champion Jake cats over here. Jake, when you're trying to battle with Zaya here, when you know he's got the faster pace, like, are you just when he gets by, are you just trying to study whatever lines he's running, whatever like small things he's trying to do that's getting him these crazy times? Because obviously in practice you're probably doing this too.
A little. In the race, there was like two things he was doing differently that I noticed. One of them I didn't even slightly feel comfortable doing. It's like kind of a reset and angling your mongoose over the braking bump in the hole shot to like the first. And I just didn't feel as good cutting it as shallow as he was. But the other one was like the weird downhill diagonal into the uphill. He was cutting it really hard and going over the bump, and I was able to do it, but I was just fine kind of going around it, and I felt okay. But those two things were definitely slower.
Yeah, I mean, how do you navigate that mentally when you have a racer that we haven't seen in Halo, we know has a track record of being incredibly quick. Excuse me. But so new back into the scene and already doing things that you're not as comfortable with. How do you navigate that? What are you telling yourself, like, when you're in practice? Is it just like an acceptance of like, oh, I guess that guy's got it, or is there something where it's like, well, if he can do it, then I can do it?
Yeah, there was never like, oh, he's gone. Yeah, the plan was always like, if I can be ahead of him, which I was, and then hopefully battle with other people, like back him into jab or somebody be right there. That was kind of the goal. But otherwise, overall pace, I mean, he's still kind of just getting back. He hasn't done a full series yet of any series. So it's like maybe he'll make some mistakes that we're kind of past making because we've done it so much. But I knew he was faster than me the whole time.
Definitely. We did see a couple of those mistakes. One in particular with about a lap to go. I think getting the white flag, he had a case there on the finish line. I was wondering if you were thinking, oh man, if I could have just been a little bit closer, maybe a few less mistakes on my part, could have taken advantage of that. But regardless, still a second place finish. I believe your third second place finish of the series, if I'm correct. And remember that Catch Be Kidding Me has missed a race so far. So his points total right now, not reflective of where he'll be sitting when all is said and done when it comes to drop races. So Kitty, congratulations on another great ride. 7 laps led in that one. We know that you wanted to lead all 20, but there's always next week for that to happen, and we'll look to see if you can grab your first win of the series at race number 7.
Thank you, guys.
And speaking of victors, standing on the top step of the box for the second week in a row, Zaya, congratulations on another fantastic ride here. Didn't come easy. Crossed the line on the first lap in 4th. Had to make a few passes on some of our fastest racers, passing Venom, passing D-Mills, passing Kitty. Didn't have to pass Jab, but you were still able to be in front of Jab that entire race. What's the confidence feeling like now with 2 victories in a row?
So far, it's feeling great. Like you said, it was not an easy race. A cat was just breathing down my neck. I messed up twice. So just from those mistakes, and luckily he wasn't as close, but it just felt good, being out there, getting a second victory, plenty of fast drivers. So it was a good race. I'm proud of it.
Zaya, I'm gonna go back to the heat race. The heat race was a carnage fest. What were you thinking? You were like, you win the last race at Asheville, and then suddenly you're like 7th in the scene. Like, how did I get here? What were you even thinking at that point? Like, to even get back into a transfer position with how much carnage was going on then?
I was honestly accepting me going into LCQ. Because on that track, if you're behind someone and they case, you're gonna get screwed. Like I kept bumping into Coop Boop, Squeezoo. Like we're just going like head to head, kept hitting them and casing. So it was a tough race, but luckily a few other drivers made a mistake and I was able to get the podium. So it kind of worked out in my end. So I'm happy about the heat 2. So.
Yeah. Do you want to call attention? Okay, real quick before I'll swing it back to you. I do want to make a correction on something that we had said, because Jabbleston also dipped down into the 104s. So Zaya had the fastest lap, but Venom and Jab both with a 104.9 in that one. But go ahead, Opix, on your follow up there.
Zaya, 2 wins in a row now. I know you have a drop race in there because of the disconnect a couple weeks ago, but
Yeah.
what do you think? Is the championship back on?
Uh, Possibly. I mean, I still get nervous when racing. Like, that's what I got to deal with. Nervous when I'm leading the race, making little mistakes. I just got to tweak my driving. But besides that, possibly a championship. That'd be great. I mean, at least make it up top 3 in championship.
Yeah, absolutely. You're already sitting second place in points coming into this one. Now 1 point behind D-Mills NY for P2 in the championship, even after his podium race right there. 113 for D-Mills to 112 for you, even with that unfortunate disconnect. 3 podiums out of your 6 races here, even as you started to ease your way back into it. So the mentality is definitely different championship-wise for you and for Jabelson. You can feel the tides kind of turning a little bit here. If you're Jab, you got to kind of regain control of things. Yeah, you had 1 bad race last week, but an even worse race now, and now you have no drop races to really play with, all things considered, when you have a racer like Zaya, who you know is going to be there every single week. So, Zaya, congrats on 2 in a row. That's a huge accomplishment. I feel like we're honestly still even underselling the fact that you're doing what you're doing right here after being away for so long and competing with these guys. Not just competing, but beating them 2 weeks in a row. So, we'll see if you can maybe even get a longer streak than Jab had at the beginning of the season. You never know with the way that Halo Supercross plays out, but you definitely have the skills to make it happen. So congratulations on a 2nd victory in a row. We'll see if you can back it up for the trio next week.
Appreciate it, fellas.
And that's going to do it here for us at Halo Tracks, HT Supercross Next Racing. Crazy race right there. Lots of battles. The top 7 or 8 were pretty tight packed there for the whole first half of the race. Great ride from Brendan to make it back into the top 5. We saw his battle with Squeezu there. Squeezu in his own right with a solid finish. Actually got passed by your points leader Jab and then made the pass back. So we saw a little bit of some softer racing with Squeezu on Brendan, but made up for it with the pass back on Jab to get his best finish of the season, I believe, or at least tying it. If I look here, yeah, best finish of the season for Squeezu there in P6. And also shout out to Deepal for a top 10 finish for, I believe, the first time in his Halo Supercross career. So great race from all of our competitors here. Any final notes, Opix or Jeff?
I mean, I'd like to shout out the entire field. I mean, we were talking about it during the race. We didn't have blue flags coming into play until about 2 minutes left in the race. So everybody in the field, pretty solid. You know, everybody's only a couple seconds off of each other in terms of their best lap. People are getting better at this, and it's really cool to see.
Yeah, 100%. What about our cameraman Jeff here? You don't have to say anything, but if you'd like to, any notes on what you've seen from Zaya these past 2 weeks or any of our other competitors?
Zaya's on it, man. I mean, he had pace in the preseason. I've been looking at him since the start. I wasn't expecting Jab, but like by any means, to have such a rocket ship out of the gate to grab the first 4 wins. But Zaya seems like he's maturing as a racer a little bit. He's getting more comfortable in the seat. And now the results are starting to show. So to piggyback off of what he said, where he has a lot of nerves before he starts, that's normal. That's fine. I think you and I can both attest that we have those nerves before the gate drops as well. But once that drops, it's all business. And so far, the last 2 races, I've liked what I've seen. I do agree with his own assessment that he can work on his consistency a little bit, but that'll come. He's doing a great job right now. He's been fastest on track the last 2 weeks, as well as taking home the win. So as far as my overall opinions of him, I like what I'm seeing so far. But I do want to give a shout out to Brendan and Wes for their battle, and I also want to describe Wes's decision on the berm after the first double section in one word, which is disappointing.
Not the disappointment. Yeah, some interesting stats here as we kind of finish out our event and our night here. Really interesting thing I'm looking at here on the leaderboard. Jabelston currently sits P1 still with 133 points. D-Mills sits barely in front of Zaya, 20 points down off the lead. So D-Mills 113, Jabelston 133. If we look at one of our stats, we track our hole shot positions. Jabelston and D-Mills NY have the exact same average hole shot position. and yet Jab sits 20 points ahead of D-Mills in the standings. Now, I'm no expert, but that goes to show you what kind of damage is being done to you on the first laps of these races. If they're both starting in the same average position and there's such a point discrepancy, if I'm D-Mills, that's one thing that I'm definitely looking to reconcile in the coming races. Also, Cat to Be Kitten Me sits with a 20.8 average, better than both D-Mills and Zaya. Of course, Zaya is being heavily affected by his race that'll be a drop that he lagged out of at Blackrock. But I think this battle for P2 with Kitty and Zaya is going to be really interesting, and the battle for P3 with D-Mills and the Venom Fallacy looks like it's going to be very interesting because D-Mills, Zaya, and the Venom Fallacy all with a very similar average right now. Brendan sitting right behind. Well, he has no more races to drop, unfortunately. He's had a couple of absences, so every race that he shows up to at this point is going to go to his total, so a little bit of a disadvantage there. Your top 10 in points as we head into race 7 next week is Jabbleston in first, D-Mills and Zaya 1 point apart second and third, Cat to Be Kitten Me and the Venom Fallacy up into the top 5, Barry Barrows, Squeezoo, Spider Case, Brendan, and Elite MKB, the racer out of the UK, holds down the last top 10 spot in the point standings. So that's going to be all from us here. Race number 6 at, what is this? Red something? I always forget. Redpark. And extremely entertaining event. Lots of battles on track. Crazy interactions. I still think the DPAL highlight in the heat on the ball will go down as one of our moments of the season. So expect to see that as an Instagram highlight. But that's going to be all from me and Opixonic and our host and streamer and cameraman, Le Jefe. Thank you for watching, everybody. We will see you back next Tuesday for race number